Guess what? Just want to let you know I'm an average everyday guy, pretty much, that wound up with a 3D printer for 60 bucks. I have the Arnet A8 and have to assemble it and put it together. And let me tell you something. I'm mechanically inclined and all that fun stuff, and I can pretty much build anything, but this is all step by step. It's easy as hell. I mean, it was totally easy. Here's the fun part. A regular everyday guy like me, putting together something like this, I get to make stuff on a 3D printer, okay? Right now, what I'm making is a nose cone for one of my remote control airplanes. Couldn't find it online for the right one that I was looking for, and I happened to find one on MakerBot, or Thingiverse, whatever you want to call it. So a couple things. Make sure that you're calibrated. There's plenty of YouTube videos that you can calibrate on, and just make sure you set everything right, because like when I got mine, the plugs were marked different for the stops and stuff like that, and so the thing was just tweaking out and going crazy, and it wouldn't stop and do where it's supposed to be and wouldn't line up. So after I got everything all kind of dialed in and then did all my adjustments, and there's a bunch of tips on how to do this, and it's like regular everyday guy like me can print stuff. Okay, so far I printed stuff for the printer. Sounds kind of ironic and weird, but there's some stabilizers that you can put on there. There's a yellow one right there. There's a gray one right there. Sorry for the shaky camera, but first one wasn't as good. Second one got a lot better. There's a lot of upgrades that you can get for these things, or print for these things, to make them absolutely insane for a small unit like this, made out of acrylic, plastic, and stepping motors, and a board, and a power supply, and a small digital screen. I went ahead and upgraded. I got a Raspberry Pi that I'm going to put on this thing, so it'll be Wi-Fi capable, and then I can run it from my computer and adjust it and do all kinds of fun stuff with a camera on it too. So that way, if the print starts going awry, you can shut it down. Like I'm saying, it's like, I don't understand why everybody doesn't have one of these things. I mean, in my head, I've got so many ideas and so many different things, and I've never realized that 3D printer, man, I mean, you can make things out of, well, you got to upgrade your extruders and stuff like that, but metal, you can make it out of, all different types of materials that are flexible. Anything. It's unlimited on the capabilities here as far as weapons, ammunition. I'm just, thinking ahead. You can make plastic bullets and all kinds of fun stuff. Like I said, for $60, I got this on OfferUp. Okay, so I was looking for a 3D printer, and I was looking at $300-$400 for one, and I was like, wow, these things are taking off. They're starting to fix all the bugs when they first came out, and I said, okay. I saw one online, like I said, on OfferUp. It's a local bartering website or social media type deal, where people post stuff, and guess what? I found one for $60. These things retail for like almost $200. So I was like, okay, well, I'll take a gamble. I'll pull the trigger on $60. I don't give a shit. So then I went ahead and bought a bunch of PLA, and I bought samples of it. So I got small samples that come in different various colors and whatnot. I would suggest just buy a spool of it. You can buy half spools and full spools, and the only reason why is because in that way it's already wrapped up tight and all that fun stuff. So right now I have to kind of feed it manually or whatever, just kind of unwind it a little bit so that it goes into the extruder. Big deal. I don't give a fuck. So like I was kind of saying, that getting into this, very cheap. Not only is it cheap, but the things that you can make, my mind is completely blown on this, totally blown. I've got several RC planes that require, like I'll buy them online or whatever, and get ones that need to have repairs or whatever. Well, here you go right here. I don't have to buy nothing now. So now I can just use my 3D printer and I can design something. And there's so much software out there. There's like, you can run this thing on a Marlin. Marlin has all this, safety features or whatever. It will shut down if it overheats, and, power supply problems and all kinds of cool stuff. But, I just want to throw this out there. I'm really excited. And, I'm not the guy that posts anything on YouTube or whatever, but for something like this, I felt that I should. Just due to the fact that it is cheap, and I'm here in my garage, okay? So it's not even a cool, I just got a bunch of crap everywhere. I'm not organized, not anything, and I'm printing. I'm making something that I can use. I find that so intriguing and cool, and it's cheap. So if you guys have any likes or comments or whatever, just hit me up, because I will be more than happy to help you. My downfalls that I had, because I've had a few, because I've had this printer for about 4 months now, and I'm finally being able to use it because I downloaded the wrong software, and I'll help you out any way it is. I'm telling you right now, this is cool stuff. And it's like, I cannot wait, because this is what's going to happen. People aren't going to have to stock items in their stores anymore, because, let's say you want to buy an auto part or something like that, and they can just go ahead and 3D print that sucker and send it off to you. Rather than have all the extra storage space and the, retail environment. No more. I see this being the wave of the future. So have fun, YouTube. Thanks.